Hello, existentialist cat. I'm gonna take a bit of a tangent. So first, I wanted to, well, not really. I'm gonna reply, but I mean, I want to start by, um, it's a good video. I think you make a lot of good points. People do not want to worship the mundane, the worldly, the known causes. They want to worship something of, of mystery. There is an element of trying to explain the forces of nature, if not so much in the Christian version of God, but in general and in other, in the history of creating gods. But I think the real issue here is with that word worship. There could be somebody that created this world, and I would not worship them. I mean, I would not worship a God that was super powerful but so concerned about my feelings and whether I worshipped him. I couldn't imagine such a powerful being. I couldn't imagine myself going over to an anthill and like getting all upset about whether each ant was showing me respect or, I just, so why is there this assumption that if this thing's really powerful, we've got to worship it? Because we're slaves, we just conditioned. We must worship that which can kick our ass. That's not what I mean. For whatever means, my spirit and intellect, I've got to a point where, you know, I'm not going to worship that. I might be frightened. I might have to give in and, to the force that is so overwhelming. But I don't have to worship. And so the real issue here, like with pantheism, is, what if the universe is alive? Okay, that's kind of a Spinozan idea, pantheist idea. Just the universe itself is alive. It's this being. Maybe it's even conscious, or maybe not, or whatever. But why would I worship that? I mean, I'm a part of it. I see reason to love it. But why would I worship it? And when I'm calling it a god, I'm kind of saying, well, this is what we'll worship. And people do that. It's the void, it's the this, it's that, whatever they want to worship, like they're desperate to find something to worship. And, you know, we don't have to worship. There's some beauty in the worship, but there's also some real ugliness. And, there's concepts that break down and focus in on the good parts. There's respect and love, and there's a harmony and a community with this thing that's beautiful or powerful. I mean, there's a lot of ways to have our respect, and there's ways to say that the universe might be alive, and none of them mean that it is God. And you had a lot of good points in your video, but I noticed for a while you focused on what people want to worship. Then you went on also to explaining physical phenomena and explaining any phenomena that needs to be explained, from feelings to uh, to physical, to purely physical, directly physical phenomena. And really, let's rewind. The whole God question is a psychological question about why people want to worship something. Okay, that's what I think. A very good video, and yeah, I'm glad to see you making some videos. I'm just glad to see you come and do that. So thank you, and that's my feedback, and cheers.